And it's that time of the week for the wife right here. I gotta represent the Colorado Buffaloes and Coach Prime. Let's talk about them real quick. I promised my wife, like I said, I'll do at least one recording a week about them and see how they are doing. And what I've been seeing in regards to, the social media aspect, I'm loving it. I don't know if you guys got to see the latest episode that Junior was able to do, kind of showcasing some of the speed and the talents they got. They got two new guys that were clocking, I think, 40-yard dashes under 4.4. Holy shit. I think they both ran like a 4.38. So, I mean, you pretty much can see the speed that the University of Colorado has recruited. They're going after speed. We all knew, Deion Sanders back in the prime time days. He's all about speed. He was, if not one of the fastest men in the NFL. So you already knew he was going to go and recruit speed, and that's pretty much what they've been doing. And they've got speed, and they're showcasing it on the internet, which is freaking badass because we get to see it as consumers and as fans. I really like this, that we actually get to see all their pretty much how they're training, everything from weightlifting, everything to, just the kind of the background on what they're going through this entire season. You get to see this for free on fucking YouTube, which is pretty badass. So I highly recommend it. Super entertaining. Just kind of see you guys get a behind the scenes of a Divisional I college football program, trying to turn it around from a 1-11 season and a decade of shit. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of interesting to see it. And like I said, it's definitely grade A entertainment. And I also want to talk about one other thing really quick this week is, I don't know if you guys have heard, but there's been some shade thrown from the University of Nebraska head coach, Matt Rhule. So I saw this maybe a couple weeks ago. I saw this on the internet, and he was on a podcast, I think the Bussin' Boys, I believe, or something like that. And he was Matt Rhule, the head coach of Nebraska, the new head coach. And he's throwing shade about how he's not all about me. He's not all about having the cameras on me. He's not all about, coming in and treating these these players, the current players, like shit, and saying how, I'm not going to tell you to get into the portal. I want you to stay here type of deal. He was throwing fucking mad shade at Deion pretty much. Now, I don't know if the host of the podcast was kind of steering him that way. I didn't listen to the whole thing. I just listened to the sound bites, guys. So don't kill me on that. But I don't know if the hosts were guiding him in that direction to throw shade, because, obviously it's more entertainment as a podcast when there's shade being thrown. But he was throwing massive shade at Deion and the way he went about taking over the Colorado Buffaloes job and how he treated those gentlemen. Look, it's not for the faint of heart in regards to college football, D1 football. So to me, when Deion Sanders went into to those initial players, and telling them, hey, look, not everybody's going to be here. I'm going to bring my own baggage, Louis, all that shit. The thing was, Deion was just being straight honest. I mean, there was he wasn't going to hide the fluff. He goes, look, I mean, he is the honest truth. If you can't handle being here, or if you can't play, I'm not going to play you. You're not going to be here. That's pretty much what he said. You guys got to get stepping. If you're not ready to work, if you're not ready to compete, get to stepping. I mean, that is a coach just pretty much telling you, hey, look, man, we want the best players. We want the guys who want to be here to be here. If not, there's the portal. Plain and simple. And he didn't sugarcoat it. And a lot of people like being sugarcoated nowadays. That's just the way it is, and everybody was a little fucking butthurt that he was just honest with those players. Now, I'm pretty sure there's several players that are going to stay. There's a lot of players that are going to stay and some that won't. So is what it is on that. So it worked. It worked to what Deion was trying to do. He was trying to be honest. Like, the people who wants a better opportunity, get to stepping. There's the portal. So I have no qualms about that. I don't know what Matt Rhule has an issue with. What is he going to come and do and lie to these players? You know what I'm saying? You're going to bring your own staff. You're going to, you're going to tell these players that if you're not that good, I'm still going to play you because you stay. You might as well be honest with these kids. I mean, they're adults, man. They're 17. They're between the ages of 18 to 23, 24. They're adults. They can handle it. If they can't handle it, man, I don't know what to say when somebody's telling you, hey, you're not good enough. it is what it is. It's in the real world. If you can't do your fucking job, you're gonna get fired. Get used to it, guys. I mean, it's just, I'm sorry. It's just kind of, these kids are gonna have to learn that in a sense. So, also, now the video, I'm not gonna have it's all about me type of deal. When he was throwing shade on Dion on that, I go, look, man, Dion knows that he is the head of the Colorado Buffaloes football team. He knows that. He's a smart man. He knows he's the head honcho, and he knows that nobody would even give a shit about Colorado Buffalo this year if it wasn't for Deion Sanders. So he knows that. But what he's also doing is he's passing it also along to his players. He needs them to understand that, yes, I am the face of the college, but you guys are coming along for this. You guys are coming along for this, right? And I'm going to teach you. And he's guiding them how to literally create their own business of themselves. NIL, guys, name, image, and likeness. He's teaching them what to do to be relevant in this day and age of college football and after that. So if these players, not all of them are going to be the NFL. We know that 100%. But after this, if they can build a following, if they can build something, and Dion is helping, showing these kids that, look, yeah, you can come here and I will help get eyes on you guys. The eyes are on him because he's been all pro, Super Bowl champion. He is one of the best, if not the greatest, quarterback of all time. So he's done that also. The eyes are going to be on him. So he's just helping them in regards to getting eyes on these kids. Otherwise, nobody would ever really see majority of these kids. So I don't know. I'm not going to hate on it. I actually really appreciate what Dion is doing because, like I just said, I think and this is my opinion, by the way, so don't fucking kill me on it. Everybody has a right to their own opinion, but I think he's doing it a way of this day and age. Dion knows what's going to work this day and age and this, I guess you can say, atmosphere of social media. So he's using that, and he's helping his players and his kids understand that this is going to be the way of the future. Whether you play college football, professional football, in life in general, this is it. And he's showing them it. So I can't throw shade on that, but I do know Colorado Buffaloes do play Nebraska, so that's going to be fucking interesting. But I can definitely see Dion. He's a pretty upfront stand-up man, so I can see him, not taking any. He would take the shade with a grain of salt. But maybe behind closed doors, he might be like, let's stomp on these mofos. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be fun, interesting to see Colorado, Nebraska. It's going to amp up the hype for that game for damn sure. So I'm excited to see that. So there you guys go. That's kind of my thoughts on the Colorado Buffaloes currently. And yeah, it's kind of funny that, when you're on top, there are always going to be people throwing stuff at you. So it was interesting to see the new head coach of Nebraska throw some shade on Coach Prime. So if you guys like this shit, subscribe.